Howdy everyone, welcome to another episode of Cyber Hygiene. In today's episode, we're going to talk about video teleconferencing, VTC hijacking, or better known today as Zoom bombing.
¿Me permite sus documentos, por favor?
Sí, aquí. El currículum.
Ingeniero comercial.
Así es.
Perfecto.
¿Licencia de conducir la tiene al día?
Sí, al día.
Ya, perfecto. ¿Usted está más o menos claro cuáles son los propósitos de nuestra empresa? ¿Algún problema?
Bueno, principalmente...
¿Tuvo algún problema al llegar acá ahora?
No.
Porque estamos un poquito...
Madre.
Perfecto. Aquí están sus...
Cuidado.
¿Sí? Ah,
Sí,
perfecto.
mire. Mire. ¡Cuidado, no!
As much as some people poo-poo on commercials and look down on them, they have been my best.
Sorry, miss. What's going on?
Oh, this is one of those hijackers.
Huh?
Somebody's hijacking the feed. It's somebody who's hacked into the Zoom. Oh, that's you. You don't have.
It's called Zoom bombing. In recent weeks, social media has lit up with people reporting they've been hit. I had to cancel my 180 class yesterday because of Zoom bombing. And Zoom bombing is getting out of hand. A man literally stripped his clothes. Another kept screaming hysterically.
Now, a new warning from the FBI about people trying to take advantage of the coronavirus. Hackers working to infect online chats.
Others have used the term Zoom bombing. We refer to it as VTC hijacking. And it's essentially when an intruder joins a meeting who's not invited.
FBI cybersecurity agent Doug Doman says it's already happening locally.
In the past couple of days, we've had 2 reports of Massachusetts-based schools that have experienced a VTC hijacking. The intruder will disrupt the class and speak profanity, or there's also disturbing images that that they can put on screen.
This is certainly the warning shot that should be heard around the world.
Recently, 2 local schools told the FBI about strangers crashing online courses with profanity and images of hate. But it can go further, says cybersecurity expert Peter Tran.
You can have the teenager type of hacker for fun, or you can have the cyber criminal that really wants to listen in.
Now, when you create a Zoom account, you're assigned a PMI, a 10-digit personal meeting ID number that's associated with the Zoom link.
The problem is once that link gets out there and bad guys either guess it or they get a copy of it, they simply put it up in their browser. And if they're there at the right time, they can easily join a meeting.
And of course, if you feel like you've been a victim of cybercrime of any kind, contact the FBI by reporting it to the Internet Crime Complaint Center.
So we're going to go ahead and schedule a meeting. Here I have Teek's meeting, the date, and meeting ID. What you want to do is generate an automatic ID. You don't want to ever use your personal meeting ID number. You want to put a password, and you can assign any password that you want to it. And you can go down here to advanced settings. And this is where you want to enable waiting room so that whoever is a participant in your meeting, once they log on, they're in a waiting room. So that way you're able to verify who this person is. And you can let them in when you want to let them in. And also I have mute participants on entry. This way, once they come in, they are muted. When you hit schedule, it's going to take you to this page. And this is the page where you're going to add your guests. The thing about adding guests, you want to remember the number of guests you are adding so that when the meeting starts, once all of your guests have arrived, you can then lock the meeting and not allow anyone else into the meeting. So now in our Zoom meeting, we sent out our invitations and now we're just waiting for participants to join in. Once a participant attempts to join in, you'll get a notification. And that notification will appear. The cool thing about the notification is that it gives you two options. One, you can admit people in as they attempt to come in one at a time. Or the better option is to wait till all of your participants are waiting in the waiting room and then allow them in. Remember when I was telling you to remember the number of participants that you have assigned to a meeting. That way, in the waiting room, you can verify that each person is in fact who they say they are, and they are in fact assigned to this meeting. Once you can verify that, then the only thing you have to do is come down to more, lock the meeting. And this feature allows you to lock the meeting and not allow anyone to come into that meeting. So guest one is allowed into the meeting. So if I go over to guest one and hover over it, you will see more. And if I click more, there's a few options here. You can stop video on guest one, and also you can put them back into the waiting room. You can also make them a host. You can also remove them. Also, what you want to keep in mind too is the mute option, mute all. And if you hit mute all, what's going to happen is you're going to get a notification that says all participants to unmute themselves when they're ready to talk. The one thing I will say is that when the host is talking, I would have everyone muted. That way you don't allow any acoustics or bleed-in noise from other participants who have an open mic. This will allow for a better sound quality by having everyone muted. Whenever a participant wants to speak, then the host can mute themselves and allow that participant to unmute themselves and speak. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. Remember, always make your meetings private and just do a simple roll call once you've locked your meeting to make sure that you have the correct participants attending your meeting. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact us at cyberready@teaks.tamu.edu.
¿Hay alguien? Don César.
¡Aló!